Okay, in today's video, we're going to start playing ANNO. We'll see how long it goes. It might just be a short startup video. It might just be a somewhat longer playthrough. I'm just going to start this one by showing you how to start up the game, like what the options are. It's pretty straightforward, this one. It's not one of those ones where you have to choose 100 different things. So we'll get started. I'm going to play... Oh, yep, I do want to let that happen. I am going to play through differently from my Stellaris. You live and you learn. I learnt that the videos are going way too long and that not much is getting done. So what I want to do is play a bit, record it, and then possibly play without recording to get further into the game, and then show you the aspects of each, how I'm going to proceed in the next few hours or whatever of gameplay, and then where I start off next time, I'll show you what I've finished, pretty much. This is one of those slow games, so what I want to do is, I want to start a new game. Mission map. As you can see, I think I've pretty much played most of these. Let's just play the continuous. This is an open map where you can just keep going, but these are storylines. The Eden project is a storyline where you've got to finish a specific project. The virus, you've got to... Well, I won't go through those until I play them, because I don't want... If you want to play these, I don't want to give you the spoilers to destroy the game. So I'm just going to start this one. And we'll go with easy, just so that the gameplay itself doesn't take a lot of gameplay. And then you will see that it tells you what the difficulty is. The resources are less. You've got more likelihood of being attacked. And this one, you get attacked, but it's an easy fix sort of thing. It's very simple.
Configuration of personal mission objectives. Completed.
Okay, I'm going to go back. Where are... Oh, here it is, up here. Okay. Sound. It is extremely...
Nice steady.
There we... Actually, I'll turn the music off. I don't want to get stuck with a, what do you call it?
Maybe. Forgive me. Someone.
Nice steady for years for that.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's just the background sounds. Down slightly. Because when you get an industrial area built up, that's going to be really loud. That's alright. You can even bring that up. It's not that bad, but I'm going to keep it halfway.
Maybe.
So turn the music all the way down. When she's got a message for you, or he, depending on your... I think it's a she. I don't think there's a male program, but...
Maybe you should take it.
Nice steady for years for that.
And that's when people talk.
Nice steady for years.
Oh, there's no save option, so I'm assuming that just happens. Okay. We'll go back here and start a new game.
Instructions for the current quest received.
Okay. Game settings start as... No, I want to start...
Instructions for the current quest received.
Okay, I think she'll tell you once you open it. Okay, this one's all about environmental. This one's all about industrial. So this one's more likely to maintain a greenhouse, contain your environmental damage. Whereas this one actually has a lot of smoke buildings, which will cause damage. You'll get into it as the game plays. So it plays the Eden, but you start off as one, and then you can incorporate the other and start building their buildings as your gameplay progresses. So you'll see, like the I can't remember I think the video actually shows the land masses disappearing underwater from memory, but that could be another game completely. So what I want to do, as I said, is make these videos shorter. I think I might stick for a half hour to 45 minutes. Again, I went for a 45 minutes to an hour, and I just kept going over the hour. So if I stick for a half an hour, I'm hoping that will help. Okay, so as you can see here, that's you can build a building there that will get seafood. This is a mine, but these mines are very specific. You can only get certain resources from certain mines. Again, more crab meat. No, I don't think I can zoom out any further. More mines. Where is that?
Island scan in progress. Loading information about fertilities and distribution of raw materials.
Here it is. So this is sand. This can be used two different ways. You can either get sand from it, because it just drags sand down, or you can put a watermill in there for flour production, I believe. So yeah, you can build a dam here which would put out electrical energy. Actually, I think it needs to be a bigger. I think it needs to be a bigger, wider river. So this will either give you flour or sand. Sand will be good for glass, and glass will be good for technology, and flour obviously be for food products. So we'll start down here where it started. Now this will be the main building where you can build them. You can build more along the coastline, but you need the coastline for fish, and fish will be your main starting off food resource. But this is where your ships will come in, or other faction ships will come in. They'll drop off resources, and those resources will be moved to warehouses around your city. Let's have a look. So you can see here, that's the island I'm on, and there's going to be different islands around. I think the pirate comes through here, so you've got to build some sort of defense system here that will take out the pirates. Otherwise they'll just keep floating around. Actually, I think they'll go through, and you don't actually get the points. Oh, here she is. This is your mothership.
All systems online.
Okay, so these are the resources you start off with. So to use these resources on your island, you've actually got to send a ship from here to collect it in its cargo hold, and then bring it back to your island, I believe. Okay. So let's have a look. I want to build. You can see it's flashing there. It wants you to build. And it wants, where's the roads? Building modules. Okay, so to build building modules you need produces granules. Requires granules to produce building materials. Okay, so that's it's like a small mining thing. Now for this thing to work, you can see on the top right, basically the top corner, you can see where it's red. You can't have it on any red, so you've got to bring it down, but you can't bring it too close because you want to save the even though it works here, you want to save as much as beach land as possible for fish production. So let's just bring this close enough. Okay, that should actually. Well, let's see if we can overlap this a bit. So you don't want to waste any land. Basically, if anything overlaps, both production centers lose a percentage of their production. So can I think that should be fine. Now the problem here is you've built it. It won't actually produce much of anything because there's no roads to it. So where? No, I don't want to demolish. I want to build roads. Have they patched it so you don't need roads? Okay. Okay, here we go. Depot. So this is. Where are we? So this is a storage building that has trucks that will take resources from one place to another. So when you get resources, you want to incorporate as much land here, because it will go beyond the border, but only things within that border will be its priority. So you want to spread these out as much as possible, but you don't want to put them where you're going to build future buildings, because you can build it however you want. See how you got that big red corner there? That doesn't matter. It's going to produce within the green circle. Because of its large circle mass, you're going to have a bit of red. Now, where it's red where the other buildings are, that just means they're interacting. But when I said you overlap two buildings, there's a percentage of loss. This is not a production building. This is a resource collection building. So you won't have that loss of production. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it here with that bit of a gap here, so I can put a road in. And I don't exactly know. I don't think it matters really. Actually, yes it does. I think it has to be out here, because from memory I put houses in there. And I do 2 lots of houses? Let's just dump it here for now. I think you can move them from memory. Ah, there's the roads. Okay, so let's just put roads right across here to here. But that building needs to be, see how that little red thing here? That means it's not connected to anything, so boom. Hopefully that will, actually there's no population either, so I want to connect these two. For now, I want to get the roads out to the side, because when I start building my houses, I want that to be able to, no, that's not it. There we go, residential. No, that's not it, this is the residential. City center. So this I need to rotate. No, that's not what I wanted. Close. I need to. There we go. I did rotate. But see how it overlaps that that dock? You want to keep it within that line. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can try to keep it, but if you dodge it, oh no, you want to keep it in line. So what I do here is I'll stop this, I'll go back to my roads, and off to the side I will start there. And it doesn't matter, see if you come off to the side, the road stays straight, it's only off to, and as you can see the red, there's no way for anything to get to there, so you want to bring it out as far as possible. Again on this side the same thing, as far as possible, and then you want to build that residential thing. Now as you can see it goes out past, as long as it's connected to a road, because this is more oh, it actually goes past that. You want to connect it to a road, so you want to take it right up as far as it will go. Let's see, it's 3, 3 and 2. So you want to make sure that that's 3, that's 5. So what you want to do is bring it about there. So let's see, is that it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And bring it up one more for the road. Because you want to surround this building with the road, because you can have the population go up and back round, but there is a shortcut for trucks. So you want to put a road there. You don't necessarily have to put one on each side, but if you want to keep it equal, you put one on each side. So let's just build the roads here. Did I turn the tutorial off? Because they're not saying anything. I'm pretty sure she says you need to do certain things. Okay, so go back here, build houses. And you can build as many houses as you have resources. Okay, so that was more houses than they wanted me to build, but it's quick, easy, and it can be done. This thing... Oh, I haven't built the expansions out yet. Now, there is a, what do you call it? Is that going to build? Okay, you got to get these in a specific way to get them to rotate. It's very frustrating. Let's see, will it? Yeah, nope. Minus, plus, nope. Arrows. Ah, there we go. Left and right arrow next to the M between the question mark. Boom. So these little farm things do not have to be connected to the road itself. They only have to be within this green border for this to work. Again, I don't want to put them on this side of the road because I think I need the beach. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So, see, I've got 3 of 2. This one's not going to be as productive as the other 2 because this one needs to have more population to build better. I think you can get up to 5 once you've got it fully processing. There you go. Let's see if I can zoom in. You can see the people walking around. You can see this resource truck floating there. So we'll take the resources to the warehouse. The warehouse will take it. Oh, this is also a warehouse, so you know wherever it needs to go. So once this has enough resources, you'll see a truck go there, pick it up, and then take it. Let's have a look. Again, it's a slow game. I don't want this to go too far, too long a video. You can see the population's cutting through here. We'll put the road in. I've got just enough space to get the buildings going. And what I'm going to put in here is some sort of entertainment. Now that's going to encompass this. And then when I get up to here, I'll put another entertainment. And because I'm going to have 2x6 houses here, another 2x6 houses with a road in between, I can actually put that entertainment between the two house lots. And that will encompass this lot and that lot for memory. I think it might have been 5, not 6. But we'll figure that out once I get to that level of gameplay. Again, here's the fish. Ah, it doesn't have to be on land. Okay, that's right. It doesn't have to be on land, but if you build it here, you can't build one right there. You've got to go out as far as the border. You can see where it gets darker. But you can build them in front of each other if the distance permits for it. So let's build one here. Okay, can't go in any further, so we'll build one here, but it won't produce anything. It will produce, but nothing will be picked up because there's no road. So you have to go back to the roads, and we'll connect this. There we go. So this, actually, how does that work then? There's one, here, I'll show you what I mean. You can build in front, but you have to build out a bit. There we go. This one hovers, so I think the fish might be picked up by a hovercraft. But again, population can only grow when you have certain things. And this is the land one. I think the other one, there's a one that can be put here, but it's specifically designed for sea use, and I think that's a different faction. Okay, and we'll go to the production again. If you look here, you want this to be as far out as possible because it will overlap. Now let's see, will it say? There you go. It reduces 97% of energy output because it overlaps, but if you bring it out a bit, in a bit, out a bit, see, so you've got to keep it, you can't overlap any energy production with any other energy production. But you can see here at the bottom, it's overlapping, but there's no penalty. But I'll show you what happens. And again, I don't think this has to be connected by a road because they're supposed to be built out of the way. So, do I want to build it there? Because I haven't played this game in over a year, obviously, from that patch note. I've been focusing solely on Fallout 4 and Star Trek Online. So I'm just going to build this here. I've got 16 energy. We'll place another one. And once that gets up and running, 31 energy. So I've got more than enough energy to keep this sustained for a little while. That's only because I'm on level 1. Once the buildings upgrade, the energy will drop and you'll need to build more energy. But there are more powerful energy productions. And there, I think it's where the crabs are. That's like a beach lot. I think you can actually build onto that a tidal power source. So let's have a look. She's not, now there you go, that's why you don't want to build too many buildings. Your money will go into the negative. So your population has to come up, but what do? You've got to get your energy up. My eco balance is stable because this just mines the dirt. There's no actual smoke coming from the platform. So I need to keep this at 0 or plus. The higher you can get it, the more benefits you get. Building modules. Now you can only stock so many, and these as well, tools, but these are the ones that build your basic buildings. So now I need to, I think I have to click on a house. Okay, so my food production. I've got more than enough food. My community is met by this building.
What should I say? I'm doing great.
I didn't ask. And then here, we've got to find some way to give them drink. But what do I need? I need to build a tea farm. And again, just like this one here, you build the tea farm, and then you
Game save.
awesome. You build the tea farm, and then after that you want to build tea production. I think they're 4, so I'm going to leave it 4 away from there. It could be 5. I think these are one of the bigger ones, or am I thinking of another farm? Let's see. Then I'll click on here and then build. Right, there you go. Oh, it was 4, but I was up. I can actually build it. Okay. Well, there you have it. 2 and 3. Now, why don't I just make it square and make it neat? Because if I do this, I can build another tea farm over here and put this right up against there. These farms themselves don't need the road. It's the little farmhouse that needs the road. So you can see here, I've got 3 of 3, 3 of 2, but that can be upgraded eventually. So let's have a look. This is going to produce tea,
We've made the best of the situation.
but it's going to take time for that tea to get growing. So these, you'll actually, I'll zoom in and see if it actually happens. You'll see that this will get greener and greener as the tea gets more mature. And then once that happens, the farmer will go in, take the tea, place little boxes here of tea, and then a truck will come, pick it up, and then take it. And then that truck will deliver to the community. Activities is something that I think happens at the next level. There you go, here. So I've got to get my population up to 144. Now I can do that with this, because once... oh no, I can't. I can do that once these are happy. So that's like 25% of the population, 50%, 75%. So once the drinks, as you can see, the tea's been produced, and now the drinks are being distributed to the city.
Without you, never would have made it this far.
Okay, so what happens is, when they get to the next level, they're going to need a different food, a different community building like the music hall, and then they're going to need another drink. But when you get to the 3rd level, at least one of these things is produced by a different company. So these guys will produce pretty much the environmentally friendly options for the most part, and then they won't be happy until you get to a level. And I think from this map, I think I remember there's another island down here where I put the other community. Pretty much I make it a full farming island, nothing but food production.
Honestly, without you, never would have made it this far.
I know, I'm awesome, aren't I? So as you can see, the money's going up and the drain is going down, but you got a lot of leeway to start off with. This is the easy level. When you start off harder, I think that is a lot less. But again, I just want to start with an easy gameplay to show you exactly what needs to be done. So let's see. Warehouse. Yep, that's right. The more of these buildings you have, the faster your resources will be distributed around the city. And the more of these you have, the more you can store in the long run. Now, I don't know if it actually shows. Oh yeah, 30 fish. 30 tons of fish, sorry. And as you can see, there's a limit about halfway, so 60 ton. But you can transfer that to here if you need to. Hang on, that's not resources, that's technologies. Let's have a look. Okay, so you can actually replace these. My energy output is going up because I've got these things on my boat. I've got an extra space here, and as you can see, it's a 2-star space. That's a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star from memory. And what happens is you can upgrade, and again, you can maintenance cost is -30. Maintenance cost is minus. Oh, so that must be 1-star, 1, 2, and 3. And this is the tidal force, hydro. Yeah. So you can see that I've got all this stuff here, but I can build a science center, upgrade these, and replace them, or put different ones in here. So if I want to focus purely on getting a lot of energy out and getting it really cheap, I'd make these all energy, and then I'd get my food production up slightly. Storage capacity. Yeah, storage capacity. Low wage regulations. Oh, so maintenance is less. So this will affect the. Oh, there you go. population is up. Let's see, how much do I have? Will it actually tell me when I click on the house? So 80 of 80 in that house. That can't be right. I must be 8 of 80. I must have enough to do that. $144. I've got 80 everywhere. That must be more than enough. So that must be capacity. One, two,
We made the best of the situation.
Yeah.
Thanks to you.
Okay, so the drink. So I can build more houses now because I've got more than enough food. Community is. If I build the house out here, the community is met because of this one building. Because that's like a town park where everyone meets. So what I want to do now is build another building out here because it's only going to go to there. That's as far as I can build. So I want to build one more over here, but I also don't want to build it too far out that it's going to be useless. What I can do is I normally build in a straight line because there's this mega building that has this huge ring of influence, and that's like one of these, but it puts out 100 times more entertainment for the people. Okay, so let's there it is. Let's build this. And again, you don't want to overlap unless you've got enough energy to maintain it, because as long as you've got the ability to build, and again, try to line, you don't have to, but try to line it up so you don't waste land and stuff. It's probably not anywhere near lined up, but I've got the overlap. You want it to overlap slightly. That will be fine there. And then let's see, I want it to overlap. See this little square right in the middle here, where I'm moving it? It goes dark. You want that to overlap because you won't be able to build in that one little tiny square. So you want to bring this over just a little bit so it overlaps. But you can see where it's overlapping, so you don't want to put it there because you're going to overlap too much here. So you want to bring it out a bit. Something like that. So now this entire area here can be built in. And then once I get the roads right over to the other side, I can build another wharf like this. And wherever the ships come from, they'll go to the nearest wharf and trade there. So let's build more roads. And again, you just make sure it lines up and then drag it. Doesn't matter where you drag it to, as long as you've got it lined up, it will stay there. Okay, bring this, line it up. Have that connection in there. So this overlaps. But that, I'm pretty sure that music center does not overlap that much. It's a smaller center, so we'll have to see once we get the houses up. Okay, so again, by 6, 1, 2, 6. Oh, I can't afford to build 6, so we'll just go as many as we can. Oh, I'm not building tools. Hang on, I can't build tools. Ooh, hopefully I haven't wasted tools on all these buildings. Hopefully I've got enough to maintain this. Again, what do
I am at your service.
warehouse. Okay. Here we go.
All systems online.
A supplier, so I can get 40 tons of tools. So let's okay that for 5,000 credits.
Your order has been confirmed.
Okay, so let's
Goods
wait.
have been sent.
Let's wait for this boat.
Command ship ready.
Where is it?
Initiating control routines.
Oh, I thought you started off with it. It looks like because you got to take that command ship over to build. So where is it? Oh, no, it's a fishing boat. I think we just missed. There we go. Hovercraft will come, take it to the wharf. There's fish waiting here, so he's going to drop that off. Go pick that. Oh no, the truck. The truck here, boom, has sent a truck down to pick it up.
Ordered goods are ready for collection.
That's great, but here we go. Pick it up. No? Let's see if I can build the houses. What do I have? I have... Oh, this isn't producing enough of these. So I might have to build another one, because it won't actually support any more. It will support up to 5 once you get the technology, but for now it won't support. So I have to build another one of these to build more of the granules. And again, I can overlap as long as this one has room to build its buildings. I mean, I think I can get 2 more down here. I'll connect this to the road just there, and then I'll have this one build. Where is it? 1, 2, 1, 2. So as long as I have him here and here and here for now. So hopefully that'll be enough. Oh.
What can I do for you? Command ship ready to go.
Where is it?
Please board.
Where's my command ship? Ah, here he is. I'm saying it should be sitting right there. Okay, so what he can do is transfer that 40 ton, and I'll get him to take it over here. Okay. So now I've got 50 ton of these. So I want to send them back here.
At your service.
And I want to buy some of these because they're not producing as well. But hopefully this here, so there's already a truck leaving here, so let's have a look. It's going to drop it off. Is he dropping it off? The granules, mate. Oh no, this is the granule farm. Oh jeez, it's been such a long time. It's been such a long time. This is what I want to try to avoid. I might have to start playing the game a bit before I'm going to start playing the game certainly before I start playing recording, sorry, just so I can get my head in the game again, because as you can see, this is backfiring on me again. But how? Oh, I can build that. That is sweet. Again, I don't want to build it too close. Now, I think this one might actually produce a bit of pollution from memory, so we'll have to wait and see. I'll build this here. Okay. And then I'll put a road to it. And then I will... Oh, so it automatically takes the granules. It's not an actual farm. It's a resource construction building. So any of these granules will be taken from these buildings to here to be turned into building blocks. Okay. I'm not sure if I can speed up the game a bit. Okay, so these are all the quests she's given you, and it just opens up the windows to tell you. So that's like a tutorial phase. Okay, so I can build more houses because this thing has already put out... see, it's really fast. It sends it in. It takes a bit of time to speed up. And then once it's got a few of these, it'll build some of those. So let's see, do I have any? No, but I can still build a house. How is that possible? I can't see a truck in transit. Let's build a house and get this done. Okay, so this is the basics. Now I can't build a house, so why is it highlighted? Oh, here we go. He's bringing the resource from there. I know. He's one of the granule trucks. He took the resources from here to take them there. Here we go. Boom. Let's have a look. Lands and 1. So I can build another house. So if you're not sure what's going on, just follow these little floating things, and they'll show you, like, picks up the resources, takes it to this building. Where are you going? What? Oh, is he full? Oh, he's almost full. He's taking resources from here up the road to here. Bam. Okay, so production, energy production. I can probably build another one of these, but it's going to cost money to maintain it. So I don't want to do that just yet. I want to build up my population. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to film this next bit. I've told you partially what needs to be done to do it, and how to maintain it. Now, what I might do is just build a few houses up, just to get the population up. So I've got 104 population. Let's see what my population, 104. What's this one? Oh, click on it. 8, 8, 8. So the population's moving in. I've got the ability to get more population. So again, this is going to cover all of that. And if I really need to, I can put houses out here, but then I've got to focus on making sure that if they're not going to upgrade from level 1, if I'm just going to leave them there to just have a bit of population to maintain this area, what I've got to make sure is that everything in the middle is level 3 or 4. It can level up. So these outskirt ones are pretty much, you know, the farming community. They're low level houses. But to get, and again, I think...
Respect. Thanks to you, we're living the good life.
Here we go. So I can do something here. Once it upgrades to level 2, I can actually say no more. So they won't actually level up. This house here won't level up. That way, the resources that go to leveling number 2 won't go to this house. It will go to the ones, every other house that has the a right to go a level up. So if I do this, hang on, no, that's turned everything off.
Isn't it gorgeous here? Oh, life can be so good.
Hang on, that didn't work at all then. I could have sworn you can choose specific houses, not, or maybe once it upgrades to level 2, you can actually turn it off, so they won't receive the level 2 for a specific house. But again, I don't want to go too long into this because, you know, I want to get this out quick and easy, make it easy for you to understand. So I'm going to build, okay, what I want to do is build 5 houses, hopefully.
Respect. Thanks to you,
120.
good life.
I've got 106 and it's going to slowly reach up to 120. And then hopefully, oh, yeah, so 1 of 8, 8 of 8, 1 of 8, 8 of 8. So these two are slowly getting there. 3 more should be 28, 30, and then 40, 36, 44. Awesome. So that'll be the 5. And then when I go to place the music hall, I can see whether or not it will encompass 5 or 6. Now it doesn't matter if the bubble only gets 1 square of that building. That building will be covered. So you don't have to have it completely engulfed in the green circle. As long as one of these 9 squares is covered by the green circle, it will be covered by that music square. So if I only get that,
honestly,
those top 3, I'll be happy.
This far.
Okay, so can I build? I can build 2 more houses. Let's do this. Oh no, 1 more house. I thought it was 1. Oh, it's 2. What was 1? Ah, yeah. So if you need less, you need the drill as well, and the drill. Let's see. No, can only build that 1 building. Yeah. So let's see, shall we? So something did patch on this, and again, I forgot to add the roads here because I was focusing on the people rather than the building. So you want to get this connected, and you want to get this connected. And here I've made a little mistake, so we'll just go that, and you've got to have a steady hand, or you've got to zoom right in to get that.
Just happened to be in the area. Anyone need anything?
Alright, this is a boat that comes in. Let's have a look. Where is he? He should... he's coming into map. So you'll see this little a pinging thing where he's come into from the side of the map and he's parked his ship. And then you send your...
Communication systems online.
Where's my boat? Oh, here he is. So you send your boat to his floating... it's like a big oil ship that's been converted into a shop, a large shop. So if you desperately need something like this and he has it, he can sell it to you. But if you take your ship up here and transfer your fish, like it is going really well. I've only got 2 and I've got more than enough food. So if I transfer my fish to him, and I'll keep that much. Actually, I'll transfer a little more. Some tea. Now, I'll show you this. He's got 4 cargo holds. Now, if he only had 3, I couldn't do a 4th line. I can only, I can't do 20 fish and 20 tea here. Each cargo hold only holds 1 item. So if you want to put more something in, you might have to take this out to get 40 of something else, even though you don't need the fish. Okay, so tea is good. I'll get rid of some of these. Oh, he does only have 3. Oh, that's the upgrade. Okay, so this is an upgrade to the ship. Here he is, right there. So we'll take him. He's saving the game, I think. Oh, there we go. We'll take him and move him. Just right click. He's going to go down to this. Oh no, it's an aircraft carrier, obviously, that's been converted into a shop. So that will get down there. Now he's only here for a certain amount of time. He won't stay the whole game, but he does come and go as he pleases. So it's this thing. Oh yeah, for each one of these, I think I told you, it increases your storage capacity slightly. But if you want to get a large increase to your storage, you need to build the warehouse, which is the next level. I mean, is this
Locating island.
See, as you travel, you'll find other islands, more resources. And again, this one here, mine, and mine. So this one, you would put a small community of workers, and you'll just mine this. It's not designed to house, but the problem is, how are you going to feed them? You've actually got to set up a transfer of food from my island to the next. So let's click on him.
What's up?
And as you can see, he sells what I need. So let's see.
Picked up a whole bunch of interesting stuff.
Okay, so that should bring... so I'm getting 490, so let's click on him. And...
Buying or selling?
Oh, wait a minute, you've got to confirm that, don't you? Confirm that. Yes.
Pleasure doing business.
And then I'm going to buy
I know you.
all his... Oh, I want to buy all of it. Okay, there you go. No? Just sworn.
Go ahead. Have a look.
That's not working either. Okay, well that's enough. I'm building my own. I don't want to spend too much money. So let's get up here again. I've put that
No guarantees.
I've put that these resources, and I can build 10 more buildings, but I only need 4 more. Actually, I only need 2 more to get the population up. I want 4 more to get it 5, so I can see if that music hall will do 5 or 6. So I'll build 2 here, and then wait for the population to get 144, because that's what I need for that music hall. So this will be one of the longest videos because I want to start off and show you just how slow it is to get things going, and then what you really need to do just to get things flowing. So I got this here. Can I build 2 more in here because I think it goes up to 5, and then here I can build 2 more here for that one. So I've kept a bit of space for both of them calculated. This building doesn't need any other space except for itself because the resource is going to be pumped to there. Now I can pull this one out here and put a road in through there, and that will just bypass this here, but it's not really necessary. when you upgrade to different levels, the road becomes a different type of road. This seems to be just a basic basic road, and I think there's 3 levels, and there's an eco road, which I think
Got a little job lined up.
okay.
You in?
Okay, so what you do is you send your ship. I better unload. You send your ship over here, and there'll be just these little containers floating on the. Oh, that means it was connected. It'll just be these little containers floating out here where you saw those little dots. And again, I think there's another island, so we might find another island over here. Floatsome.
New island
Go.
coordinates acquired.
It was over here, wasn't it? Let's see. There we go. So, click here. Collect. 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 Why can't I collect that one? Oh, there we go. Bring the salvage to the boat. And again, he might leave before you get a chance to return it. So you've got to return it as soon as possible. And as you can see, he's returning to the boat. Then he will give me resources, because that stuff is something he may have lost or had to drop or whatever for whatever reason, and then you come back. Come on. So here it's saying I can build.
How'd it go?
Build a.
Everything go okay?
Yep.
I noticed you're pretty smart. I noticed you're pretty smart.
Hit the reef. Okay. So as you can see here, with my boat, when it gets close to the beach, it will actually say that I can build a wharf here. Right, there we go. And then I can build it, but I can't actually build it because I don't have the resources on the boat. I need those resources. Well, that's all he gave me was crates anyway. That's what I bought off him. So I'll send him here. I'll build those 2 houses before I forget yet again. 1 and 2. And then that is the 144 population I need to get to the next level. So let's wait. So I've got 130. It's already gone up 1. Military size. I think once you get to the 2nd level, that pirate ship shows up. Yeah, so this is where I build my farm. I can build pasta with the flour, or I can get a bit of sand to get glass for upgrades to my technological level. So like an iPad sort of thing, and then I think it goes into implants, because this is like supposed to be the future, so the technology is supposed to be amped a bit. Slowly getting there. So once I get to the I think I've been going for half an hour now. Pretty close to half an hour. So if I can get to the 144, I will show you the entertainment center, which I think is smaller than this, but larger than this. So it's like in the middle ground. So I'll have to wait and see what the road situation. I might have to. It might be elongated, so I might have to delete the road, pull the put the thing overlapping the road, and then build the road around it. But I do want to build connection here before I delete it, because if I delete this road, anything connected to this building will be cut off, because there's no way to get that building to get connected. So before I delete any part of the road, I always make sure that it's connected at somewhere across here beyond that point, because otherwise you won't be able to do anything. Let's see if people are... Yeah, you may have noticed there was a bear walking around here, but that's just for visual. It doesn't actually attack your population. It's just there to show you that this island has resources. I think there was a situation where someone gets lost and they could be attacked or something, but you've got a time frame to save them. Okay, 6 more. Oh, see, my money's gone up because my population's gone up, so I can probably build another one of these to get more of those. But I always keep this one near my base, because you can buy things, and there are certain slots here, so you can actually store things. So these are the upgrades to my boat, or my home base. These are things I own that I can use. So that's a level 1
Game save.
Level 3 rare, level 2, level 3, but I think I had one space for level 2, so let's see if I've got any level 2 things I can... Level 1, level 3, level 3, level 1, level 2. So my energy consumption... What happened? Oh, I moved it to the ship. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put this
Awaiting your
in my
orders.
upgrades. Can I do that? What if I click on this? Ah, there's the option right there. Bam. So that was available. So my energy output should have maintained. I should have gone up a little because the energy to maintain everything has dropped. Okay, so I've got to the 144. So let's have a look at this entertainment building. Let's zoom out a little. And oh, there you go. So there you have it. I can, with the road. Oh no, I do have to overlap more than half of it. Okay, there it is. That's where I'll build it. I'll put the road between here to here, and then here to here. And then I'll just build more houses.
Registering change.
Now let's look at the food. Food's still good. Community is community. As long as these buildings overlap, it's good. But as you can see here, it overlaps this. So these won't upgrade to level 2 because they don't have the entertainment requirement. And like I said, oh no, that means you don't have to actually. Let's have a look. So activity is 0, and as you can see, boom, they've upgraded. So now they need 2 lots of food. Once this is met, they will need to upgrade the drinks, community activity. This is like a news station, news station and shops. Eco employees. So you can see that it's already, as long as you know how to start up your city, and this is how I normally do it. And again, the big building in the middle, I think it's as wide as that and twice as big for the major one. But one of them has a large ring that will encompass a large portion of the island. And there are three factions you can build. And one of the factions, the building, it doesn't matter where it is on the island. It will, as long as buildings are on this island, every building connected to it by a road will be affected by it. So if you wanted to build it down here in the corner, it'll affect every single building. The problem is I think it won't tell you what it affects. There should be a... Yeah, go away. There should be a ring. Yeah, that's why I wanted to turn the volume down. There should be a ring to show you the circumference. If there's no ring, I think every building should light up green on the island, and that will give you a hint as to which buildings do which. And as you can see, it's building up. So what do I need? I need to get sushi? Health foods. Health food is rice and something else, I think. So for each level up, you've got to converge 2 different. So it might be fish and rice. Make like a sushi health food thing. So you need rice. And again, this is where my major population construction will go on. So I've got my mining island down here. And I've got my other island for food production here. And as you can see, there's only a small portion. So up here is some more islands. And then,
nice. The way you have everything
okay, go away.
under control.
Then once you get to a certain level, you can start going under the water and getting seaweed off the bed, diamonds from the seabed. There are sunken cities, so you can actually send a submarine to the sunken cities and get technology bonuses. And again, he's not the only one. There are several ships that come in. There are other home bases that will come in for scientific discovery and stuff, and they'll give you things to do.
Everything shipshape?
There you go. In 30 minutes, he's going to disappear. So he does stay there for a long time, and then he'll be gone for 30 minutes and might come back. But there's no guarantee on when he will come back, but he'll be here for a while. And again, the harder the game, the less time he's going to stay. So let's see. I want to build a wharf over here so I can start building my rice farm. And do I build it here and have this jagged road? Do I build it here and have a straight road? There's a peak in the middle that I can't build on, so you've got to take this into consideration. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's right next to this island, so... Again, I haven't played this for a while. Where's the island? Again, You might want to build another wharf here so that the boats don't have to go all the way down and then back up. They can just go across. If you can build the wharf here and a secondary wharf here. Again, the roads are almost all the way up. I can build the roads now if I wanted to, and I can build the wharf there and connect it. So let's see, can I build it? Oh, there you go. I've got second level, so I've got more things I can build. So what can I build here? The iPad sort of thing. Oh no, these are farms. These are, they don't actually do anything. They just kind of beautify the city. They're like the roads. They go above the roads. So they beautify the city. Harbour. There we go. So I should be able to build it, as long as I've got the road connected to it, I should be able to build it because it's not the boat building, it's the island building it. So let's see if I can get the roads. Nope, I need to build one more of these, and I need to overlap it without coming into the... Actually, I can bring it over here. Now, the road doesn't quite meet the beach. I'll build it here in the corner. Then I'll build the roads. So they overlap, and I'll bring it right... I can delete them if I don't need it that far out. And then I'll connect that with the road. And again, I've done that. So let's demolish this little tiny square. There we go. And let's see if I can build another wharf. Bam, there we go. And what this has done, this has now increased my storage capacity. I don't want goods. So my storage capacity's gone up from 60 to 70. Again, this is going very well because I've got the building producing and I've just bought a few. These can be produced later on with mine, I think. You get some iron from here and then you get a building that builds the tools. Now I should be able to do that now that I've leveled up. So I now know that I don't do 6 by 2, I do 5 by 2. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, these will not upgrade to a level 2 building because they don't have the entertainment to do it. So this will just remain low. If your energy is sufficient, your money is sufficient, you might want to waste one of these down here. And they will upgrade to a level 2. But as you can see, I've got my tea production. I can turn this into the tea production corner. As your population grows, they'll require more granules, and I think the granules can be turned into something else once you get to a certain level. But for now, that there is enough for the starting off. So I've gotten to level 2 just with this basic startup, and there's very little being produced. It's still going up, which means my population can still grow, and this will still be enough to maintain the population for a while. But as you can see with a level 2 house, they require something else. I think once they're happy with that, they'll ask for either another community building or one of these. Oh, wait a minute, no. That's level 2, level 3, level 4. So there must be few levels on this thing. But to get to level, past this level, I can get the food right now. But these 3 will stay until the next level. Then I need to get another community building.
Nowhere in the world.
But to get to level 3, I've got to get these 2 buildings built. So 1 more food and 2 more buildings. So let's have a look at my buildings. Aha, there we go. I can produce tools, but I need to mine, turn into a resource, and so I need to build 2 different mines, a resource building, and then another resource building. So that's 4 buildings just for one thing. Trees, I think I need 2. I need to build a tree farm, and then I need to build a tree lobber. So where do I want to build that? It doesn't really matter because the tree lobber will kill the trees within a certain radius. And once those trees are gone, they won't grow back. So what you need to do is build a farmer's hut. And again, I don't think this one needs road assistance because it's like supposed to be out in the middle of nowhere. That's the whole point of it. So you build that one. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. He's planting trees. He doesn't need road access. But this one is a resource building, so he's going to need road access. Again, the population won't be happy to have this next to them, I think. But so he's going to cut all these trees down. He's going to maintain the tree level And as you can see, he's only got a small area. He's not going to work in here because there's no trees. I wanted to connect it to the road. So what I want to do is, because wood's important within the game to get different things, I'm just going to build a second one. Let's see. So he's there. Okay, let's put him up here. No, I don't want to. I want the road to meet up. Okay, so it's going to overlap a little. Actually, what if I build him next to this? I'm losing. Yeah. Again, this building doesn't need a road, but this one does. So I'm going to put a road through here, just to connect that one building. And again, the roads don't cause any sort of unhappiness. They're just ways to get things going. As you can see, you've got hover vehicles. People going to and from work in their cars. You can see the lobber going to work on the trees, and then this guy will produce more trees. Because this won't be worked too fast, he will focus on just replenishing this little square here. So that both these tree lobbers will continue to work. Okay, let's have a look. What is that? Oh, that's the that's for your ships. And like I said, at some point a pirate will come through, so you want some of these. So you go eco and tycoon employees. So once you get to a certain level, another faction will come in and let you build their buildings. Okay, so here, tycoon, and these are the ones you can build without them. So let's have a look. This one is population growth and food production. This is level 2 construction, and these are things to make your parks and things look better. Hang on, why won't he let me build that? What's this? Oh, is this a water one? Okay, there you go. So this is actually a wharf to build water, just to make it look better. It's not really necessary. It's not like a major component. Like, you don't need it to play the game. Let's just say. So let's just delete those. Nope. Okay, so harbour design, rainwater tank. What's this? Oh, it's a little tank of rainwater. Okay, so you can see, you can just, to make your cities look your own, you can add things, and then there'll be more and more to add as time goes on. Converted. Okay, so I think it puts a glass dome over the top, and it just makes it a little bit more powerful. So maybe let's have a look at this. I don't think these are affected by that. It just makes it look different. It just changes the appearance. I don't think it actually changes anything about it. So again, you can make your cities look a bit your own way. Okay, I'm going to end the video here because I'm pretty sure I've gone to that 45-minute maximum I wanted to go to. But you can see how I've set it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get this more homes, another town centre on the other side. So I want to get homes here, another 5 homes, another town centre, another 5 homes, and if I can fit it in, an entertainment here somewhere, just to get that lot of homes down here. This one I don't care about. This is the beginning corner. Once I can get the money up, like these people produce more money, then I can get the finances needed to maintain an entertainment building down here. But for now, I'm happy as is. So I'm just going to end the video here. Where's the save? Save game. There we go. Let's just call this Tuber for my YouTube channel, so I remember what it is, and we'll save it.
Game save.
Okay, then we'll exit out of the game. Okay. And okay, that didn't work. Exit. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm going to try to do from now on. I'm going to have the game I'm playing as my screensaver, so that at the end of the game, you know, bam, you know exactly. Well, by then you know. The games I've played so far will be up the top here. The games I've got so far to play in the future, I have access to at the moment, I can play. So I'm just going to end the video the same way I always do. I'm looking for comments on how to grow the channel, make it better for the viewer. Like, Do you want shorter, more in-depth videos? Do you want me to do longer playthroughs? But like I said, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play forward with the game, build my things up that I've already built, enlarge the capacity, and then once I get to the next level of buildings, I'm going to build those then, and then when I go to expand them, I won't bother filming that aspect of it. So I've shown you how to expand your wharfs, what you need to do. I've showed you how to start up. So yeah, I'm just going to end the video how I always end it. What? An hour? I misread the time dramatically. I thought it... Oh, jeez. Well, there you go. I messed up again. I'll just end this the same way. Please keep the conversation civil, and I'll see you in the next video.